Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Totti. It's a threatening ball. Bastoni does really well to win the ball there. Dybala is wide and looking to get onto this. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he was quick to react. Rui Costa. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can clear their lines. And he cuts out the supply. Ricci. And it's Del Piero. Bastoni. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Miretti. And here's Keane. Dybala. Cafu gets into some space. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Inter! First blood drawn. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Del Piero, and he's chosen to go back, and it's Maldini. Rui Costa. Totti. He's had a shot! It's a pretty loose pass. Batistuta. He shifted it to the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Del Piero.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Zanetti. Totti. It's a promising position. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cross from Cafu. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Del Piero.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Dybala. Del Piero. Pirlo. Tries to play it through. Rui Costa. Chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And that could set him on his way. There's the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Played out towards the right wing. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Fired deep. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Maldini.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Sends it crossfield. And it's Dybala. Totti. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Zanetti tries to cross. He's got two. Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Inter Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Totti in acres of space out wide.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Nesta gathers from the goal kick. And here's Rui Costa. And he's well positioned here. Shot, surely! He has done it! And that for him is goal number 10. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got the...
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mateus gets rid without sophistication. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, such a clever touch. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Looking for the run. Del Piero with the cross. Well, it's claimed by the keeper. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Del Piero. There's the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Adriano. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Hernandez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Costa Curta. Now it's Batistuta. Del Piero. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Great vision. And this is Adriano. It's a goal kick. Van Basten is herring after that one. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's well spotted.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. Tries a shot! It's in! AC Milan are all square. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's an Inter free kick.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Del Piero! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish of true class! And they've got their lead back. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. And that is high.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
He's played it long. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. Zanetti. Mateus. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. And this is Van Basten. Now it's Rafael Leao. And it's Zanetti. It's a good spell of possession, this. Looking for options for movement. Rui Costa. Ball played for Del Piero. Good ball over the top. Costa Curta. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Nice-looking ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Del Piero is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Pirlo. Adriano. Spread it left. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Zanetti made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Now it's Batistuta. And it's Zanetti. And this is Van Basten. Rafael Leao proves just a little bit. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we are back underway. He is through here. Chiellini goes direct. Zanetti, a picture of focus and alertness. Mateus. Del Piero. Pirlo. And it's Del Piero. Zanetti.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's surging through. Oh, that was vital. Danger averted for now. Ambitious ball here. Takes aim and crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Zanetti picks it up out wide. Corner number 3 coming up. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Costa Curta. 60 minutes played. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! There it is! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. the next goal is going to be so significant.
Adriano! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, he's been caught napping. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one terrific header. Goal, Inter! And again they hit the front. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Inter Milan take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of us...
Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Thuram. Batistuta. Zanetti did well to stay calm there.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
And here's Thuram. Shot at goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Thinks one through. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's superb. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's a delicate pass. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now it's Batistuta. Can he get it through? Oh, shooting chance! Yes, it's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Thuram. That has been cut short.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they can counter here. There will be 4 extra minutes. Now it's Thuram. Well read, and the danger is averted. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Facciamo gli auguri a tutti i tifosi che oggi festeggiano l'anniversario di matrimonio e che riceveranno un gentile omaggio. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Inter Milan pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? It's a promising position. De Gea deals with that nice and simple. McTominay, chance here to counter, and that could set him on his way. Chiellini plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Martinez. Pass is just off target, looking for a runner. McTominay. Can he get on the end of this? Maldini. It's a searching pass. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Locatelli. McTominay. Maldini. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
And it's Michel Platini. That's a cute ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Totti. Platini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. The referee's awarded a free kick. Thuram. Now it's McTominay. Thuram. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Attenzione, un cambio.
And we're off for the final time. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Totti. Zanetti receives it in a wide position. And here's Zanetti. And this is Totti. Thuram. Out to the right. It's not an especially good pass, that. Thuram. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Martinez gets through on his own. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Inter Milan could not have chosen a worse moment to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. He gets big against the crossbar. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And it's Shevchenko. Milan finding their passes.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And he's being shifted off it. Tries from distance. It's their first effort on goal.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And here's Shevchenko looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pullet, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Rui Costa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. Threads one in. Rui Costa. Inter Milan have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. Rui Costa! Oh, just wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Pirlo. Pullet might just make this.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko driving forwards. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Shevchenko. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Tries to get it clear. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Rui Costa. Plays a sharp little ball here. Zanetti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Seedorf. And now the breakaway. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a searching pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Knocks it out wide. Back into the middle. Now that looks a decent ball. The ball goes... Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That'll be a throw. Now it's Maldini. Zanetti. Shevchenko. Header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Rui Costa. Adriano. Oh, look at the space here. Good take, and is he in?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Inter ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's come loose. Nicely shaped ball. Pirlo is the guilty party there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Kaka. Great defending, strong and determined. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Shevchenko. Pirlo. Aimed beyond the defence. Rui Costa. Oh, good take, goes for a shot! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy.
Inter are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Now it's Hullet. Looking to play him in. Cross from Maldini. Oh, what a climb! They've done it! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Shoots! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Cambio di giocatori.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Well, that's beautiful. Pato is on his own, and he's there to get it away. And here's Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played into space. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Shevchenko. No, that's been intercepted. Seedorf. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Now Kaká. Now it's Pato. Ambitious ball here. That is a brilliant interception. Bonucci is always looking to break lines. Adriano is herring after that one. Nesta. Now it's Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Rijkaard, and he's forced to go back. Maldini has created one goal already. That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Seedorf. Now it's Kaká. Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. So much, and the shot! Goal, Milan! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked...
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's found a way through. Shot, big chance! Oh, it's gone in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
This has become one chance, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that is expertly dealt with.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chance for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
And yes, it's him again. Milan complete their comeback. And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Pull it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan, illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great...
He gets big! Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Pulisic. Platini. And it's Del Piero. Adriano, there's the shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Del Piero. Milan finding their passes. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get on the end of this? Thuram cuts out the pass. Baresi. Well, that has not gone well. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Foot in. Del Piero. Nicely weighted ball. That's the keeper's ball. Knocks it out wide. Adriano. Nakata. Pulisic. Roberto Baggio. Goes looking wide. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Out of play for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Nakata. Gets a good foot in there. Adriano. And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Now there's a fine ball. Nakata. Roberto Baggio. That is ended up in no man's land. Pulisic. And this is Pato. And it's Del Piero. Maldini. Platini. And the finish! Oh, has another go! Mateus. And this is Pato. No foul, says the referee. Nakata. Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Batistuta certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Del Piero. Pirlo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Milan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Now it's Batistuta. Pirlo. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mateus. No way through there. Del Piero! Too close for comfort. Mateus. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Thuram. Pulisic. Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. He is through here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Threads one in. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Del Piero has it in a wide position. And the ball is out of play. Adriano, Pato. Baresi is a man's... And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Zanetti. Great defending, strong and determined. And that has put paid to that. And it's Michel Platini. That has been cut short. Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. Now it's Nakata. And here's Pulisic. Now it's Nakata. That's tidy. And he's had it nicked away. Nakata was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pass somewhat off target. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Rafael Leao. Batistuta. Ah, that's a fine interception. Platini always looking for that half a chance. He's shifting through the gears here. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Zanetti. Ball's over the line and it is a corner. Platini plays it short. Hangs in. Pato! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And this could turn out to be one big kick of the ball.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
To further improve their position of comfort. And he's kept it out. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Maldini. Oh, well played, well played. Lobbed in behind. And a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort. Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Looking for a runner. Looking to play him in. Platini gets into a good position. He's free, he has got space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Great chance! There's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to pass it through. Oh no, that was never going to make it. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, what about it? So close to victory, and it has got away. Del Piero, Adriano. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. That has been slung wide. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 4. Viene sostituito con il numero 22. Ribery.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Not the most accurate pass. Zanetti. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Maldini. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Rafael Leao proves just a little bit too strong. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Played out towards the right wing. Great vision, and that could set him on his way. Good read, needed to be. Ribery. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile seguire l'esibizione del nostro ospite d'onore anche sul maxi schermo. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11. Lascia il campo per il numero 17.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Rui Costa. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Thuram. Well read, nice interception. He shifted it to the flank. And here's Totti. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. He's in a great position here. That's a cute ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It's a really well-measured ball. Totti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through. That's great defense. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7. Numero 20.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Il numero 8.
It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Great ball. It's Rui Costa! Oh, should have put that away. Bonucci. Pirlo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Ribery. Played out to the right. Fiore. Fired deep towards... It's a mighty effort! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
And this is Pato. He's had a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Alexander Pato demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now it's Rui Costa. That's an excellent interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let